Hello everybody. So today I am here to show you a personal project of mine. This will probably become a series. I'm just gonna update it as I go. But this is what I've dubbed just the world. This project is my way of learning about ancient history, and this is gonna push me to learn. This is set around 400 BC. No modern countries are, obviously seen. Obviously, you can recognize where like India and China would be, Saudi Arabia, Yemen. But overall, the world is split up into 8 empires. Slavalik Empire, Arvalik Empire, Arasolf Empire, Remalik Empire, Balsasov Empire, Atlantikov Empire, Glaciakov Empire, Pacificov Empire, and then there's just 2 patches of native controlled areas. Each nation will have their own military, navy, flags. Some nations might share religions, maybe like just different trees. I'm still working on all of that. But yeah, right now this is kind of what I'm working on. The Arvalik Empire is the one I'm currently chosen to start working on. I'll show you guys that one. This is all I have done right now. Again, this is set about 400 BCE. Arvalik Empire, this is just basic statistics. I think I'm going for a world population to 2 to 3 billion. That might not be realistic, but their current leader, Vladimir Arvalik, population about 650 million. About second in the world in terms of military and about third in economics. This is more like their army corps flag, their basic country flag, and then naval flags. I don't know if ancient empires would like have different flags for every different branch and all that, but I will split that up just because I think it just works. And this is the East Arvalik military. I'm going to work on both Army and Navy, but right now all I have is light infantry, heavy infantry, ranged cavalry. This is based off of Chinese and Mongolian armies of either of the time or of similar times. Casual horse cavalry, all these names are made up, obviously except for that one. I don't believe that they have any true meaning, but this would be like an entire legion of troops, 70 to 90,000 men for light infantry, a constant of 10,000 men for elites, 20 to 25,000 men for ranged units, and 15 to 22,500 units for cavalry. I get these numbers. These are kind of loosely based off of what I've seen for Roman troop numbers. So for cavalry, we have a curved sword. Now these are all all of these are like typical, as you know. Obviously on the battlefield it's all chaos, so you might not be using standard issue swords and all that. But the Zhao, just meant to be a basic cavalry sword. The Sao, again, just light cavalry bow and arrow. For ranged units, I wanted something a bit bigger. The Lao, which would be about your typical war bow. The Ling Hao, which I took and added ladle, and I chose to try scaling it up by about 2x. Like what their darts are typically about 100 grams, 200 grams. This would be like a 400 gram dart, if you want to call it a dart. But that's mainly used for like penetrating power at shorter ranges. Elites are fitted with a kit that comes with a spear that I have not yet named, a short sword or dagger. I wouldn't really know what it's classified just yet. That I have not named. And then standard, well, not standard shield, but rectangular shield. I made a notch in it that will be explained later. Light infantry, the dowel, which is just it's spear with a little bit of fanciness to it, and the shimling is just gonna be your standard back sword, probably on the larger end for a back sword, and then a small little shield. But as I continue, I will update you guys. Okay, bye.